My presentation is about accessories for interactive whiteboards. One pretty basic accessory is a mobile stand. This allows you to move the whiteboard from room to room and adjust the height. Another accessory is called a personal response system, but it's also usually called a clicker. This allows students to answer questions that you post on the whiteboard, and then you would probably have to post the question in the form of a multiple choice or a true and false question, and then students would use their clickers to click in their response, and you would get the results at your computer, and then you could display the results in the form of a graph and get a general idea of whether or not your students are answering the questions correctly and grasping the content. These are most often used in really large classes where the teacher would not be able to call in 100 students to gauge student understanding. A remote control allows the presenter to control the board from different parts of the room so that they're not always standing right in front of the smartboard. A slate or tablet allows students to write on the whiteboard or work on it. Even if they're not standing at the front of the room, they could sit at their desks and make changes to the whiteboard. There is also information on the internet about using an iPad as an interactive whiteboard, where every student would have an iPad and then they would work on their iPad, and that would be projected onto a regular whiteboard that doesn't cost $3,000, and thus eliminating the need for an interactive whiteboard. But then there's also the cost of getting every single student an iPad. A track is just a basic tool that lets you, it mounts the whiteboard on the wall and then lets you slide it around on the wall so that you can use different parts of the wall. A video projector is basically what makes the interactive whiteboard really different from a regular whiteboard, because you can project images onto it or your computer screen display onto it. And they have short throw projectors, which are mounted right above the whiteboard and project down onto it instead of having the projector in the back of the room. And this eliminates the problem of walking in front of the whiteboard and casting a shadow on it, or students, putting their hands up in the air and then that casting a shadow on the whiteboard. And those are the most common accessories for interactive whiteboards.